Many people ask this question: how can I be sure that my case will not be delayed? Or what are some things that can delay my application? Today, let's talk about those things that can delay your immigration application and cause your case to be slower than it should. The number one thing that can delay your application is if you fail to submit the correct money to immigration. Now, it seems very simple. You go to the immigration website, you look up the fees, you pay the right fees. But immigration can be rather particular about how you pay the fees and what the fees may be. So if people submit multiple money orders that equal and total up to the payment, hopefully that's going to work, but we have seen some trouble with that. In addition, sometimes people may pay too much money because they don't realize that one application might cover more than one fee. So definitely use something called the fee schedule on the immigration website, and that will help you determine what the fees should be. Another tip for you is to be sure that you write the amount payable to U.S. Department of Homeland Security, and if you're using a check, make sure that check is pre-printed. The next thing that can delay an application is if you fail to submit the right forms. Immigration has so many forms on its website, and when you're filing a green card application, there probably are multiple forms that you need to be submitting, such as the I-485, I-131, I-765, and probably an I-864, not to mention the family-based petition, which is the I-130, possibly even the I-130A. So as you can see, make sure that you're checking over your case and that you have all the right forms that need to go to immigration. The last thing that can delay your own case is if you fail to give enough information or documents. So be sure that you fill in your forms completely. Also be sure that you give immigration all of the required documents. Don't leave something out or think that you can just submit it later. When immigration writes you a letter and says, "We have a request for evidence for you," that pauses the case. And when it pauses the case, that means that you are outside of those processing times. Your case is not moving ahead. So the way to avoid an RFE, request for evidence, is to try to submit all the required documents in the beginning. Now, this is USCIS immigration. Sometimes they will ask for things even if you have already submitted them, or, as happened to me yesterday, the document was not required when I filed the case. Nevertheless, I'm going to respond as quickly as possible for my client so that we can get their case back on track. Those are some things that you can do to avoid delays in your own immigration case. If you have any questions, please reach out to me and I would be happy to assist.